I swear I hit the button. I hit the button. I swear I hit the button. They can hear me now. We're not muted anymore. Hello, this is Dirty 20 Gaming. My name is Kevin. Ta-da! That was for you, Gloriosa. We all do it. And with that, my name is Dirty 20 Gaming, Kevin. The next part, these wonderful people, 3 of them this evening, agreed to join me to play a silly game, and that makes me very happy. So let's get to them. Let's start with playing feedback for us, Bison_Stonefist. What are you doing? Where can we find you? Did you remember to get your stuff ready to put in chat?
I didn't get
look at you typing. Go.
Yeah, I know. You can see me
talk and type at the same time.
Well, you can find me here most nights. Yeah, I know. You do this here. You can find me most nights here. Sunday nights, I play Mr. Box on Dark Side of the Dodecahedron. And I have just joined the Wednesday night game, A Deeper Delve, as Linus Longshadow. Have to remember his name. And he's that new. He's still got the paint on it, or the fresh mini smell on him.
He hasn't even been painted yet.
Oh, and he's already got
pewter.
You're already got stands. All right, and you occasionally, when you're not busy over here, you do other stuff, right? You stream some.
Yeah, occasionally I stream on my own channel. I play video games 9 times out of 10. I don't think I have not played video games, but whatever. But it's also my Monday, so a lot of times I just say sleep.
Yes, fair enough.
But watching me sleep on stream would just be weird.
Yeah,
and extremely boring.
Yeah, you don't have the cleavage for it.
You never know. It could be quite lucrative.
Like I said, I'll stand by my statement.
Watch out, BatmanSnore.com.
Next, let's move on quickly. Playing Jet Big Mortar for us. We've yet to explore that last name, but it is na Bat Cow. How you doing?
Hey, you'll be able to perceive me a little bit more. I went from not being perceived at all to being occasionally perceived here, and soon to be even more perceived here. I've got my one shot coming up on the 22nd. The last hurrah of Honest John Rackham, a Deadlands Reloaded game. Really looking forward to that. Outside of that, I don't stream, but I mod all over the place. I am eternal. I am everywhere. Especially on my lovely wife's channel. There you go, Blaze of Gloriosa, who will be continuing, I believe, the saga of Alien Isolation after this stream is over.
Spooky.
Yes. And that's all you get for now.
That's
3
wonderful.
spooky, 5 me.
I love it. One part that's a promo. One part us, one part you, one part significant other. That is wow. Bravo, well done. Next, the one and only that I've ever met, and it must be because most places don't allow multiple people to use the same name, so you must be the one and only, the epic, the legendary. Oh no, you're not him. It's Nick. Roosbar, thanks for joining us. You should have seen that. Out of all the Hi, how you doing, buddy? I've known you for 30 years, by the way.
Watch his tires deflate on that one.
Enter existential crisis.
That's not fun.
No, truly a legend. I've known you longer than I've known anybody here, and that's why I pull that crap on you. Roosbar,
that's why I let you get away with it.
That's why you let me get away with it. Yeah, because you know where I live, quite literally.
Yeah.
But where are you? What are you doing? I see the top
in the middle of restructuring. Yeah, well, I do that a lot. It's not connected to anything. But I do this a lot.
When they take you to the store, do they bolt it to the passenger side? So you.
Yeah. I'm driving. This channel is in restructuring mode, so we get some things going. Soon.
The best part with them is yes, exactly. There's no schedules. Speaking of schedules, speaking of schedules, Wednesday through Sunday here, most weeks we had a couple that didn't go this week for various reasons, but normally Wednesday through Sunday we stream here. But there are some upcoming events, as mentioned on the 22nd. That is a Monday, Tuesday. Will be our Deadlands one shot, and I'm looking forward to that one a lot. 4 days later is the premiere of a Stars Without Number campaign run for us by another one of our members, Siosa. I'm looking forward to that one too. And nebulously hovering in the distances is Bison's Cyberpunk 2077 campaign. That's going to
Cyberpunk Red.
Red, sorry. Red.
Yeah, 2077 is the video game.
Right. Okay.
That's what I stream.
Oh, right. See that? I only ever read the first 3 syllables, so anything past that's just.
Oh, that's fair.
So yeah,
it's Cyberpunk
Red. Yeah,
it's Cyberpunk.
It is. It's the punk of cyber. Coming soon. TM.
Soonish.
TM. And then one other one I'm going to 2 other ones I'm going to announce this Monday. Oh, because it's only 2 days away, and it's going to be Halloween, and we have a special treat. You've heard us talk about this upcoming ongoing project, for quite a while now. Bravely Broken. A ton of the members here are involved in it. And they are going to play a game of 10 candles on Halloween night. And they have agreed to let us stream it. So we're going to see some of the people that we know from here in that game, and some people that probably some of you have never seen before. Are all going to get killed on stream October 31st right here by our very own Sans, and it's going to be wonderful. They've run 10 candles for us before, and it's an amazing game for Halloween. And
we all going to die.
You're all going to die. That's in the rules. Everybody's going to die. One other game I want
Actually, apparently it's not in the rules. That was kind of a surprise to me.
It's in the rules the way we play it.
Spiritually, it's in the rules.
Yes. So
it's in the unwritten section of the book.
Those 2 blank pages at the end.
Yes, you just get the pencil in whatever the hell you want. I watch his soul die inside. Oh, I forget what I was talking about now. I shouldn't look away. Anyway, we should start. Let's start this game. Let's do that. Oh, I know. One more thing.
Uh-oh.
They say getting old makes you forgetful. I don't think it was that. I think what made me forgetful is sitting over there, but never mind. One more game, November 7th, 1 week after Halloween, is my birthday. And for that, I'm going to be running a mystery game for some of our players that night. And I'm looking forward to that one too, because it is really different than anything we've done before. So looking forward to that one as well. So basically, pretty much every night, we're going to be here doing something. So tune in. Let's do this. The 3 of you, all 4 of you went home after getting your message or your instructions. You got a message from, each of you gets a message from Jason that's just, it looks like it got screwed up in translation. It just looks like it's half wingdings and part of a JSON file, and there's just this sort of that each of you get from Jason, and they don't respond to anything that comes after that. But one night later, you guys got to go in. That's the deal. You go in at midnight, 26 hours after the... that's brutal. It's already started. But yes, and Jason is nowhere to be found. Your mission, as you've already chosen to accept it, you have to get inside the building and hack their database. And you need to find the backdoor codes that have been planted by the young Allegory technologists and make 2 copies. You also need to find the list of what codes go with what company. These are backdoor codes that they've been using to spy on these companies. You need to make 2 copies, one on a thumb drive and one in your deck. You need to secrete the thumb drive in Aaron's room, which is upstairs on the 2nd floor. You know how to get upstairs, but you don't know what upstairs looks like. And you also need to use the codes from somewhere in this building, from any terminal, to hack a company called Dasern. And you've been told that this virus that's in there is just going to drain their accounts into an untraceable account in Europe and make it look like Aaron and the young Allegory technologists did it. So, with 29 hours to spare, anything you guys want to do before you get started?
Normally I would check up on Jason because, although at this point I think he probably had to go to a cyber dock because it burns when he defrags. But told him to watch those sketchy ROMs.
Caught something at the casino.
Yeah. That said, otherwise Jet's just gonna, get his bag of tricks ready and a few little other surprises. Make sure old Zappy's with him just in case. Since we're not at a party anymore, don't need to be without it.
Yep. There is no need to be pretty now. You're getting ready for a run. The other two, Moose, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go. I still want to go see if I can find a property, in the herbs somewhere.
Yep.
Whatever.
We gave you sort of a lead last time. If I remember. So.
Like a garage type place.
Yeah.
Shut down, maybe an old, old petrol station.
Yes, petrol. Exactly.
Who uses that shit anymore?
Yeah, right.
Well, that's why they're all converted to bad theme restaurants. If you remember, this place that you guys are going into, funnily enough, was originally a garage, like an actual mechanics garage, that was converted into a diner that has now been converted into their warehouse or their HQ. So, yeah. Run around joke. That's how we ended up there with him looking for another building kind of like this but smaller. Yeah. Give me your roll. Give me 3 dice this time with advantage. Let's do this. Let's do a thing. Let's pretend we're playing.
All right. What?
I know. Yep, there's a success. All right. What you find is right at the end of the age of oil, there was a lot of knockoff companies. They things like Kelvine, Kleine jeans, and Channel 19 fake colognes. But one of them, you find a very short-lived knockoff gas company called Presso. And they bought a house and converted it into a gas station. So now the whole bottom floor has been ripped out because it used to be a little store, a convenience store, and then there's rooms upstairs. And a nice big garage that they used as storage.
Perfect.
Okay. Make notes because I will not remember what I just told you. So you find that. It takes you most of a day. And feedback. What are you doing?
Honestly, I'm trying to remember this character, but what he was up to. Maybe a little stone.
Yeah. You should try remembering all the NPCs.
I'm pretty sure the big thing that feedback was looking into was trying to find a cyber doc or something who could actually complete the integration of his cells.
And I think the last thing I had done was look into a medical clinic in Europe.
Yeah, you were gonna have to go black market. I remember that.
I think. Black market,
which is gonna
I need to write this shit down.
Than 24 hours. But
Jet will also, just real quick, be looking for the report from the spiders he released, the little echolocation spiders or sonar spiders.
Yes. Okay.
Mapping.
Yep. Oh wow. Okay. That's going to give you a lot of information, but it means I have to do something here quick.
Out of character, I honestly think Jet is actually the most professional character I've ever played. Most of them are just absolute fucking chaos gremlins with few redeeming features. And Jet's like, no, I'm not going to get hired drink. I'm on the job. Eyes on the prize, y'all.
And you hear yourself say that, and you go, what? What have I done?
Oh,
it's never too late to grow.
I know something I can do. I'm going to do a little research and try and look into rivals to this Dassern. The company that we're blackmailing, because obviously someone's got to benefit from it, and I kind of want to know who it is.
Yep, that's yeah, you don't need to roll that. The benefit, the company that it's going to is supposed to be untraceable, but it becomes with the information that they're going to find in Iran's thing, because they're going to figure out where it came from and then find the thumb drive there with the passports. It's going to look like they did it. So the money's going to an account registered to the young Allegheny technologists. vaguely
yeah, I mean,
hidden
I
and
think
pretending to be.
that's the frame job. That's the
yeah.
frame job. I'm looking to see who benefits from the frame job, other than the head.
Because like if Dassern tanks because they have no money anymore, what company is going to come in and scoop up all their business?
Oh, okay.
And probably,
yeah, there's going to be a share scoop or something.
Yep. Okay. In that case, yeah, give me again. This is more of a research role than a hack.
Yeah,
this is just looking in the website and doing your webby
stuff.
So yeah, give me that. Give me a roll 2 days, I think, unless you're a specialist in research.
Yeah. Crit ones.
Oh wow.
Start off circling the drain.
Okay.
It's the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Who is Feedback's who's running the conspiracies in Feedback's head?
Oh, who's running the conspiracies?
Everybody's, everybody, even the most sane person in the world thinks somebody's up to some shit. And Feedback is not the most sane person in the world. So who?
No.
I'll leave you to think about it, but that's who you
actually.
Are
this is Shadow.
It.
This is Shadowrun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Renraku. He thinks the fucking dragons are involved.
Okay. Yeah, you become absolutely convinced. From
dragons are always
involved. It's deeply embedded. Like you got to do the conspiracy wall, except
the thread
virtual, the virtual version of that to figure it all out. But in the end, you become absolutely convinced that it's them, which is completely wrong. But you don't know.
See, I was going to say the lizard people, but
that's
actually
the same thing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Renraku, the guy who runs Renraku is a red dragon.
Yep.
Yeah, in the Shadowrun world literally that exists, even though they technically don't. Here, but yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Yeah, he thinks it's Renraku.
Okay, so this is perfect because that means he also thinks that Renraku is actual dragons. So that's why I asked why it was a conspiracy. So yes, you're convinced there.
Yeah, there's got to be an element of absolute batshit crazy. Yeah, of course. The CEO is a dragon. Makes total sense.
And
doesn't matter that his name is Steve.
Oh man, Feedback's just one up in the theories. Do you think the world is flat? The dragons would have told us if the world was flat. The dragon overlords who run the world would have made sure we knew.
All right.
Because they're not particularly keen on catching our asses if we fall off.
Exactly. I just realized you go back there. I like this. I love the fact that we're chatting, and because I just realized I did something wrong. So.
Okay, great. Well, let's get started.
Yes, I'm about to give you, I'm about to take your token for a fly through to show you what the spiders saw. So if you look at the map now, you see me dragging you towards the top part of the map. I'm going to take you out here.
Yep.
This is, as I take you through these rooms,
a whole new world.
It should leave the whole thing sort of grayed out, but with the map, so you can see where it is. That's upstairs. And then I'll take you all the way down to the bottom of the map and do the same thing down here. And then because you were smart enough to do this, I get to identify all this shit for you. So you should be able to see all the cameras and whatnot, right, after I did that?
I've got the cameras.
Okay. The only thing you can't see is apparently that room. That should fix it. There we go. More or less the 3 floors. So that's the map that you get that shows you where everything is. You can see the 2 guards on the top floor. One of them just walks around because you guys were in there. There's the solarium, and on the second floor there's the 2 walkways. There's a guy that just does loops around those 2 walkways, and you notice another one in the hallway off to the side of upstairs, just walking back and forth, and that looks for all the world like hotel rooms. Downstairs is more interesting. A couple of specific ones. Just as you got to the bottom of the stairs, made you all freaky.
Jet got squished.
Oh dear.
Get a high G experience. As you get to the bottom of the stairs, this wall here is big one-way glass windows. And the map says that this is the security office, and this is the door when you come down the stairs. So it's right
the security office is like right there.
Yeah, with big glass windows. Other than that, down here, it's washroom, office, and then down here. Oh yes, this is a meeting room that can be separated. They got those sliding panels, so it can be two different ones or one. I just got the things in the center to show that. And then that is your, it's just rows and rows of computer workstations. You can just feel there's nobody at them right now because it's, well, you can't, yeah, there's only people here during the day. And then this room at the end is the mainframe.
Alrighty.
That is your tour, the grand tour of the young Alighieri.
And I didn't notice any sort of like back door for the main entrance or down into the basement or.
No, all the other doors except for the big ones at the front are sealed. The only other entrance, they're literally bricked in. The only other entrance would be through the roof. There's the big glass terrarium on the terrarium, not quite the right word. Solarium roof, big pyramid of glass. But there is also a helipad on the roof. And a flight of stairs going down from the roof. Those are. So nice having a group that knows how to do recon. I did it again. Twisted you all out of shape. Here on that top floor.
Okay.
Again.
So there's a camera.
The camera pointed right up the stairs, but you could also go in through the roof.
Alrighty. I'm going to share that map with everybody, of course.
Okay.
And just as of note, in my bag of tricks, I'm going to secrete, say, 4 bottles of low value, high grain or high alcohol grain alcohol.
Okay.
Like alcohol content, like not quite moonshine. They'll probably still have their vision when they're done drinking it, whoever drinks this. But
it's some good hooch.
Yep.
Made in a bathtub.
If you stick in it, have torch.
So, all right. So you share the map, and yeah, what's the plan?
Well, I don't see any cameras pointing towards like the back of the building. Do I? Any? Okay, perfect.
Nope.
Well, then I will ask everybody to meet me, like a building away, but by an alley that leads to the back of the building.
Okay.
Like we don't want to meet like
Easy.
right there and loiter super conspicuously. I'll probably get there first, given this group. And in so doing, and because there's an alley, I'm going to find some unfortunates who could use some credits and grain alcohol to go just make a disturbance up at the front of the building. Like pee on the doors, like waggle your junk in the window. I don't care what you do, just really get some attention, you know.
Yeah, I got you.
Have some sort of whatever, you know, do horrible shoeies. I don't care. Just get the attention, hold it as long as they can, but feel free to run if it seems like they're getting too much attention.
Right.
We just need them to, on the signal, I'll give one of them just a little box that beeps when I hit the thing. Just, you know, loiter, drink, get really rowdy about it because I want your best work here.
Yeah.
And then just wait for everybody else.
Yeah. They are inspired between the credits and the pretty much raw alcohol and the pep talk. They start drinking and they start getting naked. They are getting ready to cause a disturbance. They've been arrested for disturbance. They know exactly what it takes to get arrested for disturbing the peace in this part of the city, and it involves minimum naked fighting. So they're getting ready to do it.
Drunk and disorderly. Let's go.
Yep. I got this tattooed on my stuff just so I don't have to go to court anymore. Anyway, so yeah, they're prepping. So yeah, your disturbance is in place. The only question is whether they're going to wait until you hit the button.
I have a feeling, depending on how out of control this gets, I'm going to have a pretty big window to do what I want anyway.
Oh yes, yep.
But
naked fighting.
Speaking of windows, you turn back as you head back to the group for the professionals, and you see them backing up to across the street. There's a big glass window in it's a store that sells fake furs and high end stuff like that, and they're doing the like bum prints on the glass thing. But in my head, I'm hearing, if you ever remember the Muppet Show, they had the two pigs that just had their noses and they go. Yeah, that's basically they're just leaving ass prints.
Are they doing it on the wrong building? Because I wanted it at the.
Oh, they're just waiting. They're one of them's got the button. Waiting. They're just warming up.
They're warming up. This is the pregame show.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Okay. They're doing their stretches.
Yeah, exactly.
Making sure they can really give somebody that grundle view that nobody wants.
Yeah, the practice helicopter. Yeah, they're all waiting.
The goat.
Yes. All right, quick, save us. What are the other? You get back to the other two. You guys are in the alley. Yes.
All right. Well, my plan, given everything, is we're definitely not going in through the front door. They're taking care of the front door. Yes. We can get upstairs to the helipad where there is really not much security.
Yep.
Go down.
Sitting eating a French dip.
Yeah. The truck is still down the street. Yep.
Yeah. Go down that door. We'll just have to take care of one camera. Hopefully, feedback you can get access to it a little remotely.
If might not, still have a back door.
If you do,
because I hacked it last time.
Let me know. If not, I can sacrifice the spider to get hopefully get you a short Wi-Fi signal boost. They're very expensive. I'm very glad none of them have been stopped so far, but I will do that to get this completed. So just let me know if you need it.
All right. So, yeah, I'm gonna, I guess, tap back into the cameras.
Yeah, you've still got access to the main floor. They've changed the password, but they changed it from password to password 2. So, because they got shit, but they also need one that everybody can remember. Yeah. They're only young Alligiri technologists after all.
It's not password; it's word pass.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that'll fool everybody. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Password 1 2 3 4 5 6
you
7,
had the
8,
bottom
9.
floor like you had before. So to go into the top floors, you'd already done this. They are gray ice, so it would be 2 dice to try and hack into the top. And each floor is separate, so you'd have to hack to see upstairs, and then or hack to control the cameras upstairs, and then hack to control the cameras in the basement.
Okay. We have a pretty good idea of what's upstairs.
Yeah. And so there's 2 guards upstairs, and there's also, I don't know if I mentioned them, there are 2 guards in the security office downstairs, behind the one-way glass. So there appear to only be 4 active guards in this building right now.
Appear to be.
There's also, one of your spiders would have been in that. Back in the main room, the party room, they've moved the lounge, they've turned it back into a lounge, so it's not the big dance area that there was before. They pulled all the couches and shit back in. And on 2 of those couches, there's some wannabes just passed out, like they're just taking advantage of this free place to sleep.
Okay. Yeah. Can work with that.
Yeah. 2 posers in the main room.
Yeah. 2 guards upstairs, 2 guards downstairs.
Did we have any idea what was in the basement?
You guys got the full map. So that's basically you need to get to the basement to get to the mainframe. To actually steal the information. Then you need to get all the way back upstairs to plant the information in Aaron's room, and then from there, any console in this building to do the hack from, and then get out.
I'm going to hack into the basement.
Okay. So give me 2 dice.
1 and a 2.
Wow.
Not my day.
Jail.
You get the warning. You start to click in, and you get one of those automated warnings. Well, you see the warning that they get in the office, and it says possible unauthorized intruder, level 1. It's still automated, like you can see into the system enough to see that this is just like they're a little more tense than they were. It's still only gray ice. But they're not.
Well, he'll make a comment about the security is a little bit tighter. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it again just yet. I don't think.
How about upstairs?
Yeah, I'll give upstairs a shot. Aha, 5 and a 6.
5 and a 6.
Woo.
All right.
There you go.
You get to upstairs and you figure out how to. You find the cameras that are there, and
I can only see the main floor.
I know because I haven't moved you yet.
Oh shit!
Settle down, man. Jeez.
Give me the thing.
So yeah, I can see the top floor now. There we go.
You should be able to see the sort of outline. I'm going to put you there to show that this camera is now. I'm just going to make it disappear. Because you turn it off or loop it. Yeah, you loop makes more sense, right? Just do the endless hallway loop. And then down here at the bottom, same idea. You have to find a place where the guard has walked around to loop it to the same spot, but he walks in exactly the same pattern every time. So poof, those two are gone.
Yeah.
And
the 3 on the main floor I already had access to.
Yeah. Yes.
So
which ones do
we'll
you
have
want
them
to...
pointed in. Sorry, the camera on the front door, that one's going to be pointed at the bum fight.
Yeah, I was going to say they're starting they're getting ready. So
yeah. Once that starts, it's going to start watching that.
The other 2 off. So. Yeah. There we go.
Couldn't get into the basement with the mainframe, but the other cameras are all disabled.
I may have something to help with the basement, but first I'm going to push the button and then we're going to climb. Are you good to climb? I know hang gliding was not much your thing.
But climbing is fine.
Okay. Then gonna hit the button.
You hit the button and you just hear across the street one of them goes, ah, and charges forth, shall we say, one hand up in the air. The other guy chases behind him, both hands reaching out like he's trying to choke him. And as they come around the corner and see the camera, the one in front attempts to, he's misunderstood or he's gotten very excited and tries to pee on the camera, which is about 12 feet up. What he manages to do is pee all over him and his buddy, who's like, you ass, we were supposed to be acting, and thud in the back of the head. And I mean, it's on. This is no longer a paid bum fight. This is a real flat out 2 naked guys covered in pee beating the shit out of each other in front of a camera that's tracking them. Bum fight.
It's July 2nd in Prince George.
I'm not judging. I'm not judging. Yeah.
If there are any more unfortunates, I'm still in the alley as we go along. I'm willing to part with more creds in the remaining 2 bottles.
Yeah.
To have them go and try and break things up and just make it worse.
Right. Yep. The first one takes the bottle and runs away. The second one takes the bottle, has a drink, and just starts running. They got the bottle between their lips. Like this is a pro, right? They got it. They tilted it back and they're drinking while they're taking their clothes off because they know they got. Yeah.
Gotta catch up.
Somehow the math doesn't work, and suddenly there's 5 or 6 of them. It looks like some kind of weird grain alcohol oil wrestling event going on in this street. And yeah, by this point, in my head, feedback's got the camera going, and he's added lighting effects and
zooming in and out.
Yeah, it looks like he's tracking some weird club in a different part of town. But anyway, we pan away from the street because we want to keep our Twitch license.
Because you hear somebody from the other side of the street yelling, "World Star! World Star!"
Star. Nice.
Meanwhile, the camera whips around the corner, drone-like fashion, to find the 3 of you in the alley.
Yep. Going to dig into the bag of tricks. We're going full Batman with the grapple gun.
Full Bat Kyle.
Yep, full Bat Kyle.
Down.
Where does he get all these wonderful toys? I make them.
That's right. You don't have a
military
job.
surplus.
Yeah. All right, I'm just gonna pop you guys on the stairs here, but yeah, you get to the roof. There's the heliport, which appears disused. It doesn't get used very often. There's the big. It's tinted green from out here. You can see it's quite clearly designed to filter the color of the light and get rid of the gray color of the city. But you can see through it down into the terrarium. I keep calling it that. There's no turtles in the bottom of it. The solarium below you, and then you see the little inevitable building with the door on it that leads down from the roof.
Yep. And we're gonna go over there. And is it locked?
Physically, there is a against all fire regulations. There's an actual paddle lock on one of those little metal, the metal thing.
The little slips with the ring, and then it goes over.
Exactly,
yeah. Okay, that's not really a problem. Just gonna, unless you want me to roll for it.
Not at all. Because the funny part with those is you don't ever have to beat the lock. All you have to do is undo 2 screws.
Yep. That's exactly what I was gonna
take the whole bloody thing off. Like, what a waste of an expensive lock. You put that on a $1 thing that I could take out 2 5-cent screws.
Well, no, actually, he would still. Well, no, I guess he has to take it off. I was gonna say I want some way for there to be no evidence that somebody might have broken in.
Okay.
Like, I don't want them to give a way out, but I don't really have.
I spent a lot of time watching The Lockpicking Lawyer. Let's go.
I was thinking easier, because unless somebody's got the lockpicking skill, would be to use your little hand tool to over drill the holes that the screws go in. Like, make them too big. Take that piece off, go in and
close it and
then just pull it shut so those nails just fall into the holes. Yeah. Nimble fingers would be good for that, right?
Yeah, I already got it. 6. Okay. One 6, success.
Yeah. So it takes you 2 tries. The first time you hear the dunk is one of the screws falls out. Son of a bitch! You open the door and put it back in and bring it in this time. You're in there doing the 1 finger thing, holding up the bottom one, and it finally comes shut. Once it's shut, you're fine, because it's got a regular doorknob too, but it just didn't lock because it's a fire door and they're not supposed to. But yes,
I'm overthinking this, because this was probably going to be our exit too, and we could have just put the screws back. Fuck it, we're done.
We can do that.
Let's
go. I just looked at Jen like, that's what Moose is for.
That's fair.
So
anyway,
now you guys are on the stairs. I put you in the order. I'm assuming Moose went first, then Jet, then feedback. Was that correct?
Oh, Moose has the best chance to immediately silence someone if we're discovered. So or to take that first bullet and not die.
Yeah.
Either way.
So Moose, give me a. Are you a scout or have any such sort of ability that might give you advantage on? Are you perceptible? Military. Yeah, I'll give you that. Sure, give me 3 dice.
Oh yeah. Outlaw, have to steal or have to win, gain advantage on tests to avoid detection or capture by the law.
Yep,
and I will consider the law to be whoever is running the building.
Well, this is also specifically capture, so yes, absolutely fits. So give us advantage. Moose is French. Okay. You go dunk up against the wall. You go to do this, and you step off the step, and it's 2 ones and a 2. Thump! You kind of fall off the bottom step. Your shoulder hits the wall, and you're looking down the hall right at one of the security guards walking 50-50. I'm gonna roll a D4 on a 1 and 2. He's walking away from you. On a 3 or 4, he's walking towards you. Oh, he's walking away from you.
I'm pulling out those dart pistols and we're gonna dual wheel, just pop up.
So yes,
he's into his back at the same
time. 2 shots at 5s and 6s, or a focus and 1 shot.
I'll focus. He's got his back to me.
Moose, yeah, you see. How do you focus? What makes you? Who do you think of that you're shooting?
Oh, I'm just thinking of all the drilling and stuff.
Okay, so it's just an instructor.
It's just I'm just remembering all the steps.
Yeah, left shoulder, right shoulder. Yeah.
proper grasp, making sure everything's on hold and everything nice and tight.
You see
secure,
them,
the elbows in.
You do, and you just get all braced, and you see them put their phone back in their pocket, and they start to turn, and you just kind of see a confused eye as you. So go ahead, 4s, 5s, and 6s.
Yes, there we go.
Yeah,
that's one.
As you turn, just poof, you catch him in the shoulder, and for a second it looks like it bounced off the shoulder blade, and it didn't do anything, and then they kind of take a knee. I get a save. 1 die. Nope, they did not. So yeah, and they're reaching for their phone again, but their hand keeps going outside the pocket instead of inside it. And pretty soon they're just kind of pawing at their thigh. By the time they go to sleep, they look like Tin Conway in the dentist skit. Like they're just one muscle at a time, just caving on them. And then there's a thud as they hit the floor.
Novocaine.
Oh no, Novocaine.
From the big area off to the side, from the area that you know is the walkway and the 2 bridges, you hear, Jesse? They heard him hit the floor when he fell.
Wait right here. Just like hold my hand out to
what do you do?
To the other 2.
I love the faces.
I can't.
You guys are physically being quiet, like you might get caught. It's like that's the immersion I'm looking for.
Feedback is Feedback's gonna tap back into the cameras.
Yep.
And he's going to sort of grab that corner cam.
Yep.
And kind of watch the other guy.
Okay.
And
you have this floor already, so I'll give you that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Offering their hand.
For that, you're going to stay where you are, but I'm just going to move Feedback here so you can see that guy, because it's this guy you're trying to follow, right? Basically.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's
Lizard guy.
Jet.
That's what.
Well,
Feedback going against the wall in his own space.
Yeah.
Moose is shooting people.
Can't really get past Moose.
Sure you can.
Can I? Okay.
Oh, yeah. You could, but am I going to let you?
I'd be like,
you're half his height. You just go underneath his legs.
Oh, if you think you can do it.
That's the plan. Yeah.
He's gonna head down to where the other guards.
Oh,
we got a bot.
No, I don't need free service. Thank you. Delete, timeout, ban. Oh, how terrible is that? I owe HH a thank you, because I'm so used to Hellhounds being in chat and nuking the bad guys that I haven't even been looking, and that is jaded and really entitled on my part, and that's rude. So I owe them a thank you for all the times that they've done it. They're gaming tonight. They're playing a long game for a bunch of new people tonight. So
yep. So if Moose will let me pass, as long as I doesn't look like the guy on the walkway can see that little open space by the door, I'm gonna just scoot as quickly as I can down to the downed guy.
Okay.
And then just in the most hoarse voice I can, just like, my balls! Oh!
Okay. Moose, you letting him through?
Sure. All right.
Yeah. All right. So you run down there. I've already got him bent over at 45 degrees, which makes sense. So yeah, you get down to there. Okay, give me what skills do you have that make this not at? Well, I'll give you a test because you're doing the I've been kicked in the balls voice, so he wouldn't sound like himself. So that's fair. So I'll give you a test. Yeah.
Just straight 2?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Oh, reported. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Double 6s, baby.
Oh, wow.
The best roll I'm going to get all night. Wasted on trying to sound like a guy I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. You kind of say it out loud and you're thinking to yourself, God, I hope he's not a falsetto. And you hear back from the other room. You punch yourself in the nuts with your phone again?
Fuck you.
You just hear laughing. Feedback, you see he had turned around and he was coming toward, like he's coming across that bridge. And he just stopped and shakes his head and goes back to his walking around in circles.
Yeah.
That's the
Good job.
So speaking of which, he gets down to there. This guy's still passed out. Next round. Go.
I think Moose is top of order.
We don't have to. We haven't rolled initiative. We're not. I mean,
okay.
If you guys do this right, you won't be in combat, right? If this is combat, this is a failure.
So Jet's gonna let Moose and them do whatever. What he's going to do is once again get into his bag of tricks and get out a joint.
Yep.
Light it up. Start kind of puffing on the guy who's out.
Yep. Make it look like
Make sure it
got
gets
stoned at work and passed out in the hall. Beautiful.
Yep.
I love it.
We're gonna leave half a.
It's a really good
half
night
a
work.
roach.
Yeah. You know what was here? Somebody got offered some last night. So.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
Jason got. Yeah, they offered a hard. And you know it must be good. They offered a hard light hologram of Hoot. So. Yeah, it must have been blasted. So yeah, then you roll around the corner, Moose. Yeah, so you're down there setting him up, making him look. Yeah, making him look. He's gonna get fired on top of all of this. Moose, you scoot around the corner, so you get to there and you see the guy walking away from you, laughing. You can just hear him muttering, "How the fuck, like twice a month?"
Around the.
And he's like, you can see him like he's jamming his phone into his pocket, trying to figure out how in the hell you nut yourself with your phone.
If I had a nickel for every time he did this,
Yes,
I had two
yeah.
nickels.
Yeah,
Which is
one for
isn't
each
a lot,
ball.
but it's weird that he's happened twice.
4D hallucinogens, yeah.
Lost count how many times he's punched himself in the bag.
Yeah. So, Moose, you step out.
Yeah, do that tactical spin with like my left shoulder pressed against the corner of the wall.
corner. You're not fucking around this time. Yeah. One shot or two. 2 at 5s or 1 at 4s.
I'm
assuming
gonna
you're
do the
shooting
one
him
again.
You're gonna sleep
Yeah.
him? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna cost this is gonna cost you a fortune in pot. Yeah, another success. So another one as he's walking away. Oh,
It's all synthetic.
that's okay.
It's pretty
because
cheap these days.
he's just pulled his phone out of his pocket, like he's gonna play Angry Birds on it or something. Angry Birds 4D, yeah, because it's way in the future. So he's about to play that, and you shoot him, and he falls forward. He drops his phone, which lands on the floor, and then he lands on his phone, poof, right in the nuts. And between that and he's and it kind of sounds like a battery running out on a Scream toy at Halloween. It starts off as a roar of agonized pain and just almost fades off into a snore by the end of it. Oh, that's so fun. Ow, balls. Ow. And he's done.
Oh,
Feedback's like, that's going on the internet later.
Yeah. Well, now that you're there, Feedback, I'm going to move you back to where you actually are because you're still on the stairs.
Yeah.
So Moose,
I'm going to log out.
They're both down. Yeah.
I was going to say jack out, but I remember that from last time. And
why not?
I'm going to.
You'd have to go up to the gutter from where we already are. So. There's
I'm
still
gonna
6 guys
open-
outside peeing on each other. So
Yeah, that's true. I'm going to open.
Just wait,
this
Kev.
door here.
You gave me inspiration.
you got to go open that door. All right. These are like hotel doors, so they've got the pass card thing. But thou art hacker, and this is like 0 ice. This is like it might as well.
This
say
is a
password on
mag
the door.
strip.
That is exactly what this is.
With a yes or no on it.
Yes, exactly. And you just boom, and scan it. For the record, you just opened the only door on this entire floor that had anybody behind it. The door opens, you turn because it's the big twisty handle, right? The safety handle. And you push it open, and inside are 2 people sleeping. That one remains sleeping. That one also remains sleeping.
Housekeeping. You want meat for pillow?
Towels.
These look like they actually look like bodyguards. Like they're and their suitcases. You can see that they haven't even unpacked. Like they just got here today. And if you remember from the party last night, Airran's getting here tomorrow. So this is probably his bodyguards coming to pre-sweep the place.
Okay.
So you're looking in at the 2 most competent people in the building. One of them goes,
where are their sidearms?
give me it's dark in here. Give me just a test. Just a regular test.
Nope.
Nope, you can't see anything. Like
No.
their luggage is all still unpacked.
I was gonna if they had been like the bedside table thing, I would
Yeah.
have swiped their guns.
Yeah. They're probably under the pillow, but there's no way of knowing except going
All right.
in.
Well, what I am going to do is I am going to slowly, quietly close that door.
That's gonna be like, no.
Okay.
Jet's gonna scootle over very quietly.
Yeah.
He's going to reach into his bag and pull out a third spider. This one doesn't have any nifty sonar.
Okay.
It's just another little bot. He's going to attach 2 of those little sleepy time meds we got from the super hotel.
Yep.
On there, and he's just going to set the spider in silently and swiftly to wander up and place 1 on each.
Wow. And we get
and then come back to daddy.
We get the nanobot drone effect. Like it's really it looks like it's pixelated, but it's actually because it's so detailed that like you're seeing almost a cellular structure of things, right? Yeah. And your little spider runs across the room and runs up onto the one bed and across, and just like a spider, it just finds the back of a hand that's resting on the thing and kind of crawls up here, and just you see it stop. And it turns and runs across the table and over onto the other bed. It gets to the second bed, and as it's running up to the guy's laying on his side and his arm's here, and as he's running up to the side, the guy goes, and the spider does that spider thing where it goes and rears up with its little fangs.
Yes.
And waits, and the arm goes back down and stops, and it just sits there quivering for a second. And it comes back down and walks over and into the back of the hand. So each of them just has a little vampire double bite that starts to swell because it's a spider, so why not? At the injection site. And the 2 of them just and they're just drop into an even deeper sleep. You guys are brilliant. Okay. You got this. So they're sleeping.
Moose, can you go get the other guy? We're gonna put these 2 together and make it look like they were hotboxing a room instead of working.
I love it. Drag the guards into this room.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, the house guards and Aran's security guards all passed out in the security guard's room with
one of them without pants,
one of them with no pants.
Nah.
And they were for a hot makeout session, yeah. And then you can easily. Yeah. If you didn't want to provide the required power yourselves, I'm sure it wouldn't be difficult to make a small fan object so as to burn to hotbox the room, so to speak.
Oh yeah,
make it
it's Jet. He's got a
what's happened? Yeah.
Right. And then once that's done,
this one guy for something out of all the stuff that's in the room.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to reset the lock.
Okay.
So they're locked in there, or the basic key doesn't work. They'd actually have to use the physical key.
Do you want to do that, or do you? Because that leaves evidence, right?
Before we do that, just one other thing. Feedback. Can you, on one of these guys' phones, can you make a little something that looks like they have a program to loop the security camera for them?
Ooh.
To explain why it's looped, and they saw the security guy, so it makes it look like these guys just were like, "I'm going to go smoke." Boop. And then...
ball shots number 1.
Okay.
Give me his phone.
Okay. Give me that recon roll that we kind of came up with, right? See what it looks like to try and hack his phone.
Yeah, that's
so
advantage
3 dice, yeah.
We have 6.
Okay. The problem is you're going to have to go to the security room downstairs to reset it or to access it. It's one way. It goes just to security, doesn't come back.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I really that's just
and
you
can
do this.
You haven't hacked the base. You haven't hacked the basement yet, right?
Just put the app on their phone so that they have the
How much evidence?
The Looper app.
If they find the app, they're going to go, haha. They're not going to go, is it connected? They're just going to go, aha, look, right? It's evidence. Even if it isn't hooked up, it still looks bad, right? So
yeah, just
boop. Perfect. Yeah. All right.
Put somebody else's signature on it.
Set. Yeah. You make it look like your deck self says, remember that asshole from Philadelphia? And you get this picture, this 3D picture. Oh, right, you weren't fucking there. It was the other you. This picture pops up of just slimy looking bastard. And even though you don't remember, you just get that that creepy crawly up the back of your neck, you just know that this is a bad person. Why don't we pin this on him?
Sounds good. You remember his code?
If it is tracked, that's what they'll track it to. But
all right.
You know we just ruined you guys know from the map. This is Aaron's room over here. It is also really clear, so you can tell you guys were in this hallway. This door here is, the rest of them are hotel doors. This is a security door. This is like going to require a physical and a digital hack to get in there. And
check those guards.
Remember, you don't need to go in there until you're going to put. That's where you got to go to put the thumb drive, right? You guys still have to go and steal the information.
Yeah. Let's not risk anything until we get there. For
That's
now, let's
check these 4 guys. I want to see if they got like keys and shit on them.
Okay, good point. They have keys to the security office, and they have keys to a hydrogen cell smart car that's parked outside. Panther Security, because I always picked the dumbest names. That's the 2 local jocks. Like the other 2 guys are Aaron's.
Thunder Cougar Falconbird Security.
Yes, yeah.
We have Nighthawk here in Vernon.
That's kind of that's actually quite reasonable, but some of them are just like,
Paladin Security.
Yes.
Well, feedback. Can you clone one
lifestyle?
Of these?
Put that back. Yeah, sorry. Go.
Do you need to? Can you clone one of these key cards? We're going to need that to get in there anyway. I have a feeling we need to get into that. Perfect.
Yep.
While you're doing that,
Jet's
going to scootle out over to the walkway. Does that overlook the schmucks on the couches?
Perfect. No,
the schmucks in the forest.
Yeah,
the sun worshippers.
But they're all gone.
Okay.
It's the middle of the night, right?
You said there were some. I thought that walkway overlooked the main room.
It overlooks
the lounge.
This side.
We're directly above the lounge right now.
Oh, okay, shit.
Yeah. You got
there's
I was gonna floor down. You have to. The walkways look down into the solarium. You have to go down.
Atrium is the word you're looking for.
Atrium. There's the word. Yes, and then through 2 doors into the place where you guys were.
Damn, I was gonna straight James Bond it and dangle my spider down an monofilament on them, but we'll figure something else out.
You only live twice that shit?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the thing is, if you look where the stairs are located, you don't have to go into that main room to get to the basement from here.
That's true. That's true. And by now, I think those passed out people have probably woken up and are now being subjected, whether they like the view or not, unless they sternly turn their backs, to the golden shower bum fights.
Well, that's almost certainly got between that and the camera shutting down and looping and doing all kinds of weird shit. I'm sure security downstairs is interested in all kinds of things that are going on, but you're not there yet.
Yep. Well, I guess we should head on down then.
All right, so easy enough. The 3 of you head back to the main floor. I'm just going to put you all together here so I can move you. So you go out onto those over by the walkways and come down the stairs, and now that you're on the main floor again, this is that atrium that we were talking about. This is where all the trees and stuff were. Right now it's dark, but it's still light in here because the city lights come through that
filter through the window.
Refractive glass, because it's like the refractive lenses. So it's no matter what angle the light comes in, it gets reflected straight down into this solarium. So the light's really weird in here right now because it's that pale blue sort of fluorescent neon color rather than the yellowish green sunlight. The blue or the green filter helps a bit with that, but it's still ghostly weird lit in here. The stairs to go down are right there. Right down to an unhacked downstairs with active cameras and 2 guys in the security room right behind.
Okay, I think now's about the time I'm going to try that hack.
Try that second hack? Okay.
Yeah.
You scan back into the system. You see that one warning is still there. It doesn't go away till the end of a shift.
Delete that later.
Actually, you look at the list and there's like 20. You're not going to have to worry about that. There's like 20 things that it said were possible attempts at breaking in. You're just another piece of phishing software so far.
3 of them were telemarketing calls.
Yes, yeah.
I shouldn't have looked at chat.
5. You're sorry, or I'm sorry, and you're welcome. I got a 5.
A 5. Okay. So what was the plan? I looked at chat too and forgot the hell we were doing.
Just peek in and see what we're dealing with right now.
Oh, right.
And to double check how that room. I guess there's 2 cameras down there, right?
Well, you rolled 2 dice, right?
Yeah.
So that was
I got
okay. So that was to actually hack it. Yeah, because you'd looked before, so you'd already done the recon.
Yeah.
This time it works. You get in, and you can. I mean, obviously, you can't do anything about the 2 people in the room. They're humans, but you can at least shut down the 2 cameras. The one at the end of the hallway, and the one in the
actual security room.
Not the server room. The what the hell did I call it?
Where's the security room from here?
The workstations room. Yeah, that's the security
this is the security room. This is the stairs that we're going to come down, and that's the security room.
I can't see that. Oh. So like I need like a verbal.
When we go down the stairs, the right across from the door that opens out of the stairs is the security room with a giant window looking at that door.
I'm gonna move you guys around so you can see the map. If I do this, you should all be.
Yeah, this is the one-way glass.
I can't.
For the security room.
I'm in this little 1x3 box.
Yeah,
that I
I'm
can't.
about to fix that.
Stay still.
Stay still. Stop moving. Fucking. Turn you sideways. There. Take that.
That's
Stay
me.
still. All of you. All right. So if I put you there, you can see. Stop it. That's fuck you feedback. I'm leaving you there. That's the closet. Bathroom. I'm taking the guy that already knows. Moose. Closet. Bathroom. Office. Big meeting room. Security office. Behind the security office building, little sort of lockers and shit. The room with all the workstations.
All right,
and
perfect.
Then and there's the actual computer.
So as soon as
there's 2 humans in this room, and that is one-way glass.
This was workstations, you said?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to use this camera to simulate a fire in one of the workstations over here to get these guys to do something about it. Just to make it look like there's a fire.
Very nice. You have access to this system. 3 dice just to see how convincing you can make it.
1-6.
Okay. So yeah, if you had failed,
I was worried about a critical fail. And
the dog
like
sitting in the cartoon with "This is fine." Yeah, that's as good as you can find. Right?
Baldur's Gate pixelated fire.
Yeah. So you do better than that. You managed.
Doesn't even have the transparency on the box.
Yeah. I mean, you only got 1 success, so you can't actually simulate a fire on one of those. But what you can do is simulate smoke coming up right in front of the camera.
Yeah.
So
kind of make it look like a waste paper.
Like something right here must be on fire.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, you do manage that, and that allows you just a brief. You can still see through the smoke, which is great for you, because a couple of seconds later, these 2. GM info later. There we go. All right. The 2 of them you see run out of these little rooms out into this room. They're looking around, and there's no fire.
All right, he taps Moose. The second those guys start moving.
Yeah, that's
like distraction.
And go. What do you do?
Yeah. Walk through the door. I'm not gonna bust through the door, but I'm gonna open it up and quietly sneak in.
Did it again. They keep moving the wrong person.
Once again.
Can you get yourself through the wall? There.
No.
Just Kool-Aid Man straight through it.
Yeah. That was
the door. Yeah.
So yes.
Oh no.
Good night.
What do you do?
I can't see shit. Where are these guys?
You're here and they're way down here and like
that's why I can't see them.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're in the room you need to get to, but they're not right here where they can see you through this way.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna bust down this way.
Lock the door behind them. What the fuck?
Yep. You get to there and you can see one of them in that room looking around like, there's no fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna press myself against the wall and scoot a bit.
Yeah.
And do the same freaking James Bond
Put them
spin.
all to sleep. You bet.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, there's 2 of them. Now the question becomes more difficult. 2 shots at 5s and 6s, or 1 shot at 4s?
2 shots at 5s and 6s, 1 at each of them.
Oh, if this works, say pop and he falls, and then pop, the second one falls. Oh yeah.
There's two guns, 1 in each hand.
1 in each hand.
So pop up.
Oh, just line them up. Oh,
John
there's a
Wick
scene
this
in
shit.
NCIS. Ziva, she's about to get jumped in the hotel room, and she's on the phone. And they're coming in this door, and this door, she pulls out 1 pistol and points them at each door, and she's on the phone with Gibbs, and she says, hold on a second. They come through, and it's just, pop, pop, pop. Okay.
Yeah.
I love her character.
That was the best character. It's the only reason to watch that show.
Right.
No, pardon me. That and the
So
Abby.
Abby. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for the name. I'm bad with names, but those 2 were amazing. Yep.
2 rolls?
Yep. 5s and 6s. Oh.
Crit on 1.
Oh, we're gonna reverse the order on that because it's better. You and the first one goes right between them. You know the sniper games where you get 2 for 1 bonus. You fire, and as you do, they just did that, and it goes right between. You get neither one, and it's but they both hear something rattle. They both turn away from you and line up again. And the second shot pings across the back of one of their necks and goes over and sticks in the other one just below his ear, giving a dose to each of them. And they fall down on the workstations, ironically starting a small fire in the process. Because I listen to my players.
I'm gonna grab the collar off of one of their shirts, rip it off, and just beat the fire with it.
Okay, so
Jet's gonna be like that.
Yeah, feedback's like showing him what's going on with a little vid screen while he's sort of.
You guys go ahead and run. Oh, you can't get out of
watching
that room, right?
Yeah, I'm stuck.
Yeah, I'll get you. There you go.
Yeah,
so he's down there.
Okay. Oop.
You're in a security office. Get out.
All right.
You can go in there if you want, but yes, you guys see Moose, and then he relaxes because they're both down. There is a
just in case there are any surprises. Jet's actually just gonna like hang out here. Okay. Jet's not the computer guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going down this way.
Yeah.
He sort of laughs at the 2 schmucks as he passes them because it's funny as hell.
Yeah.
I don't want to go over here and check this room just to clear it because I don't know.
Absolutely. You open that and it's just, I don't know. My vision of a server room is just like racks and racks and racks of flashing lights on big boxes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go through there's probably, looking at the room this size, there's probably a couple of rows of servers and crap. I'm just gonna check each row, make sure there's no tech guy sitting there tweaking on something. And
this room is absolutely empty. There is 1 terminal in this room that is hardwired to the core that doesn't appear to be connected to the rest of the system, which would be the one that you're here for. Yeah. So feedback, you come rolling in here. The 2 guys are passed out over the deck. The deck, there's been a small fire that one of them has apparently torn his own shirt off and put out before passing out. That's okay because Jet's coming. He's going to he's in charge of the reverse cover up. I don't know where you hired these security guys, people, but these guys, it was heroin. Don't ask me where I got heroin. Nobody needs to know where I got heroin.
Well, actually, for the waste basket that caught on fire, we're going to put a mostly burned roach in there because these guys were all in on it.
Yeah, they were all partying together. Yeah,
and that's the guy who's got the torn shirt. The guy who didn't have the torn shirt.
Yeah,
we're gonna drag him to the bathroom.
Okay,
and we're just gonna drop trow and plop him on the toilet. Give him a roach too. Everybody hotbox. Everybody was doing it. This was a whole plan for the security team. But he's gonna
take his torn shirt, scorch a hole in it,
got a hole in it, yeah.
To make it look like he dropped the roach on his shirt, so he ripped his shirt off.
And then the roach went in the garbage and lighted a small fire, and he used his cigarette. Yeah, he just panicked and yeah. Okay, so yes, the scene is set. They apparently hired Cannabis Incorporated security company.
These are all
But yeah, okay,
friggin'
it all works.
university freshmen. They're all from the same frat.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So, with that, it's all set up. It comes down to this: there's nobody left in here to defend themselves. So, feedback.
Okay.
It's hacky time.
Yeah. He's gonna for this one. He's actually going to pull out the data slab with with me in it.
Yep.
And he's like, "All right, make sure we do this properly." Takes out 3 dice. And we're gonna hack this to get all the guys from my freshman dorm.
All the guys from every freshman dorm ever.
Yeah, we have a 5.
Yeah. Sorry?
We have a 5.
A 5. All right. You get in there and you find 1 success. So you find the backdoor codes. They're exactly where they were supposed to be in logistics and liquidations. Oh, no, sorry. That's where you're supposed to put it when you get to discern. You find the codes here. What you do not find on this pass is the list that goes with them that tells you which one goes with which company. So you've got like 24 codes, but no clue as to which one of those you need.
He makes a copy of it quick and throws that in the slab, for later purposes.
Yeah.
And sort of mutters to himself, the 1 out of 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go back in.
Try again.
Yep.
2 5s.
2 successes this time. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. You get in again and you start popping files, and you find another one. It's just another. It's the thing that connects them is they're both unnamed files. They're just blank folders.
Mm-hmm.
You open up this one, and there's exactly the same number of entries as there is on the other one. So you line them up. It looks like you've got it.
Mm-hmm.
The 2 that you've got. You also you still have to copy it, but as you get to this point. You see a small, sort of like a flashing light at the door of the system. The system is about to give access to a real live computer person who's coming in. You see you can read the code. They're coming to do live maintenance, like in seconds.
Okay. I'm going to route him to a dummy version of basically a virtual machine.
Okay.
Kill him with the internet.
Give him give me 3 dice. And this is a hacking competition.
Yeah.
What a time to roll a 1 and
Boxcars.
Oh wow. You crit succeeded and I rolled a 1 and 2 2s. So yeah, you send him wild goose chase, just like gone. You don't have to put marijuana in his possession. It looked like he was high. He got lost so bad, like he's wandered off looking for you in a place that you are not. Yeah. Which is now you've got both pieces. So you just need to copy them. 2 copies of each.
Yeah. He's gonna make his own copy for himself. So that's
on your deck, and then the other one goes on the thumb drive.
Yeah. So he does that.
Okay.
He looks to Moose, and some conk's gonna get fired for this. poor Carpo tech bitch. Let's go.
You head back upstairs.
Oh, did you put the virus? Like, don't we have to then hack or use the passcode?
That's the next step. That's the next step of the
well, it didn't say what order you have to do it in, but you have to hack Dasern, but you also have to put the thumb drive in Aran's room. So depending on how fast they react to the hacking of Dasern, you may want to do that last. Or while you're down here.
I can go in.
Yeah, one of you can run upstairs and hide the thing. You only need 1 hacker, right? So 2 of you can run upstairs and hide the thing.
All right. I'll do the hacking part. He hands the thumb drive off to Moose.
Okay.
Moose, can you pick locks, Moose? Because we left that door locked.
Oh, that's right. That door is physically.
I'm gonna have to go.
You can try the hack.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
no,
sure.
No, stop, Moose. Stop. I know that voice. No.
That's the stuff getting wrecked voice.
Yeah. Kicking a hole in the door is not picking a lock.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do the hack last. Okay.
I'm sure one of those security guys had his key for his room.
So you bop upstairs again. That's a good point. Search them again. Because you had such a good idea. Yeah,
They
Moose.
had to have, because they would have checked his room, made sure it was clear before.
You're absolutely right. They absolutely would have, and I didn't think of that before. So yes, you do have the hack and the key. Actually, it makes perfect sense. Yeah, you would have. Yeah, you're absolutely right. There's no way they would come here and not be able to go into his room and do their job, right?
All right, so yeah, Moose has got this then. All right.
Yeah, Moose, you got the passcode and the key and the thumb drive. You take it upstairs. Where in a very fancy, nice bedroom would you hide this thing? Because you were told to hide it in such a place that even Lone Star would find it.
In under his underwear.
Okay.
In the underwear drawer.
In the underwear drawer.
Or something like that.
Perfect. Yep.
Would there be anything in the underwear drawer? I'm not trying to be that guy, but he hasn't been here yet.
Hey man, you know what? If it's like a room, is there a Bible?
Yes. You said underwear drawer, you open up the drawer and there's Monday to Saturday underwear in there.
Oh, sweet.
There's preset. There's like 7 sets of socks. They're brand new. Not unpacked for him. This is preset. This is like kind of the preload every time he goes somewhere. This is what goes in the drawers.
I see these as individually wrapped packages. Like they're all
socks.
shrink wrapped, so you like tear it open and it's like a one-time use and throw away kind of thing.
Smells like lemon.
Yeah. So yeah, you hide it in amongst his under things, his garmentia. So you hide it in there. Meanwhile, downstairs.
Oh, Moose, hide some drugs in there too. Let's just go for it. Everybody's doing drugs.
Bet.
Corruption starts at the top.
Moose, you used to be a soldier. What kind of like bits and pieces of wild druggage do you have hanging around about your personage that you just never got around to doing? You know, when you were younger.
Like dude, I still have some of the stuff from like the hotel. Like a bunch of pills and things.
Yeah.
So dump the pills in there.
The derms.
The space drugs.
All the derms. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
so,
I got all kinds of stuff I'm gonna throw in there.
Oh, you just made him a drug dealer too.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw all of it in there. I'm gonna tuck it like under. I'm gonna try to make it look like I hid it underneath the underwear as well.
Yep, all in the same spot. Oh man.
Yeah.
Now he's an interstellar criminal on top of being a hacker. This is your boss is going to be so happy. They're going to do a little AI dance. This is beautiful.
This is the best job.
Assuming one thing, assuming that the following hack goes to plan.
Okay. All right.
You have, the thing is, you have the code. And you know which company that the code is for, the Dasserin code is for. So it's easy, right? You literally have the back door key. So
as soon as I'm done my thing, I'm going to turn around and come back down.
Holding two pieces of paper together.
Yeah.
One handing the
Yeah. So 3 dice, don't roll 3 ones.
Please no. 2, 2, and a 3.
A 2, 2, and a 3. So yeah, it wasn't good and it wasn't pretty, but nobody was looking. You were down here by yourself. Eventually, though, you did manage to get in.
Is that a 1 or an L? Fuck.
Yeah. Why is it? It's all either 1s and 0s or L's and O's. Son of a bitch.
And capital
why is it capital
lowercase L
and
and capital O's?
Yes, lowercase L.
No, the feedback has just got a bit of a contact high. We've blown a lot.
Yeah, there is this whole place now. Yeah. Well, it makes sense. Because how Aaron is clearly a drug dealer. So yeah, no wonder everybody's blasted.
Yeah.
What a story. My God.
Honestly, if we could easily get to the lounge, I would go in there and just sprinkle some crack on the 2 guys who are cast out on the lounge to complete the story. But we don't need to get that involved.
If you are willing to make a roll, I can give you that opportunity.
Right.
Yeah, but Jet adults up at the last second and remembers who he is. I'm the responsible one. So yes, everybody else is wrecked. Well, forget it. Those 2 guys are screwed anyway. I didn't hear nothing. Everybody was on drugs and you didn't hear anything. I didn't hear nothing. There was a fire downstairs. I didn't hear nothing.
There's a bum fight out front.
There
are mushroom stamps on the glass everywhere. How did
There is an entire body print on the window.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Complete with dangling junk.
We cut the
We
outside
can tell he's shaved.
where the last of the financially challenged persons finished the last of the grain alcohol, and a half conga line, half chorus girl line starts heading down the street away from you. They've forgotten how to and they're like all naked,
like
all
the
covered
big
in
number
oil.
burlesque shows.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. And all anybody's doing is just taking video footage. The news people are coming down the street. It is time to go.
Yep. I'm just
We're
gonna
gonna steal the smart car. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, security
No.
smart car. 3 of you crammed into that, and it's a hydrogen
like
cell. So
hell. Jet is
No.
like the
gonna
I'm
jet-
not-
wedge
I'm not-
himself in with Moose.
I'm not stealing any branded cars.
So
Moose would have to be on
you.
top of it like a giant roller skate while the others. But
So
no,
the
we're
3
just
of you
gonna-
head to the roof, I'm assuming?
Yep.
You have
to the roof.
a long-standing account with jetson.airlift.com now.
We do, but
So
we
you-
also still have my grappling hook.
Yes,
and
you
the
do.
less
Yep.
evidence that we were here, even though they generally don't release their
Absolutely.
records, the better.
Yeah. So yes,
gonna-
you're absolutely right. Down the ropes, down the back, into the back alley.
Down the
Step out of the
scooter.
alley just inside,
Retrieve
just in time to. I know it's not the politically correct word, but it's for a joke, and I'm sure they'll understand. Just in time to see the last bum's bum going around the corner at the end of the block.
Jesus Christ!
The
that was like a
camera on the front.
Sasquatch.
Nobody, you guys don't see it because you're in the back alley, but the camera on the front of the building, all by itself, goes like it's trying to shake the image out of itself. And it just turns around slowly and looks at the wall, just shaking slightly on its stand.
We're-
PTSD for
we
camera.
were supposed to make sure that Lone Star showed up, weren't we?
Oh, they're
Oh,
coming.
they're definitely showing up.
They're
after
coming.
You
that.
can hear the Ninor. Yeah, between the dancing bums and yeah, yep,
Well, to make sure that they actually want to investigate the building
yep.
before we leave, I'm popping one of those fancy decoy grenades
Yeah.
and rolling it down the stairs to the top, like down
Into the
the
forest?
stairs in back into the building before I jump off the roof.
Just
Uh,
one
that-
for
That may be a bit of overkill, though. We don't want them to find a random smoking grenade here.
Oh, I won't. It'll be gone.
It's just
Nothing
yeah,
left.
just a gas grenade. Yeah, just
Okay.
I'm gonna go with sort of a knockout grenade, just sort of defend you on the way out, just before you head out, just down the stairs.
Okay.
Dum, dum, dum.
No, this thing is just supposed to make like a bunch of gunshot noises.
Oh, it's just a noisemaker. Okay, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a crybaby.
Okay, yeah, I got you. Yep. So yeah, just dunk, dunk down the stairs, and then it makes a whole bunch of racket. So the people inside are screaming and yelling.
All right, gentlemen, let's
The
roll.
3 of you fade into the evening. Stealth mission accomplished. You each receive a message that says, "Well done. We'll contact you tomorrow." And you check
Look
your
to
account.
Moose. It's like
Another 100,000 before, 100,000 now. So yeah.
managed not to have to kill any. You managed to shoot a whole bunch of people. Didn't kill a single one. Are you okay?
No.
Looks like
Yeah,
a heroin
just-
addict that's been on coke for
You know,
3 days. It's not the
despite
same. It's not the same.
despite some preconceived notions, I'm not a cold-blooded murderer.
That is true.
And again, I kind of get off on the kill, but it doesn't mean that I need to.
it's
Come
desire,
on.
not require.
Yeah, we're not
Uh,
kink shaming here. You know, it's
So, 4 reasons we are going to stop just before each of you gets home, because clickbait for next week. Next week's going to start with 4 individual scenes as each of you open the door to your apartment. So,
Fun.
or house or whatever it is by now. You guys have probably got mansions by now, but either way. So we're dropping the curtain here on tonight. So thank you all for coming to play. You did it. You did a stealth mission. I managed to maintain control. I started a small fire, but you guys put it out, so no big deal. So that's
very
good. I'm
constrained.
usually the
all
most
4.
cause of all, and it's been pointed out that I am the cause of most of your violence. Moose only responds to me being violent, so it all works. You guys did it tonight, and I loved it. I mean, you were sent here to make them look like criminals. You made them look like criminals who are also drug lords on a
Made them look like
massive
idiots.
scale.
Yeah.
Plus the Lone Star's there and everybody's there, and these guys are just a huge, just a big embarrassment. And considering how much this Iran person has associated themselves with this place, it's their group. You have also destroyed their reputation as well.
So, they think he's a drug boss.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's now. This is the guy that I just want to tie this all together for you guys. This is the guy that wrote the book that you stole all the copies of. This is the world famous sociologist Iran, who is the first mission you guys stole his book. The second mission you got you took the horns, right, from the people that
yeah, we took the horn from.
So every time you've taken something away and left something, and every one of them is just wrecking all these individual parts of his life. And this time it got personal. Like you were within 24 hours of being in his room when he was there. He is going to, I mean, we'll play this out next week, but he's going to show up to get arrested. He's going to show up to make his big speech and get arrested. So that's how next week's going to play out. But before we get there, we got six more days and some bits to get there. But before we do that, thank you again to all of these wonderful people here. Thank you so much, Bat Kyle. It is a joy to play with you. Jet is, like I said, he's the most on mission person in this game, and I know that's not saying much, but somebody needs to be, like, somebody needs to keep you on the mission. So thank you for that. I love it. But he's also mad as a hatter, so I love that too. So thank you for that. Bison, all your characters are great, but feedback's just, it's nice. It's fun to watch you play one that isn't like physically competent. They're usually sort of physically good at what they do, or they're smart or something. This guy's just like, he's a one trick pony, and it isn't even really him. It's the computer that's got all the brains, right? So he's a fraud.
The
and I love
personification of imposter syndrome.
Yeah, really, honestly, is an imposter, but he's got a really good cover. So, and Roosbar playing Moose for us. Such restraint. Oh, such character growth.
I'm so proud of you.
No, it was really good. I enjoyed tonight a lot. You guys got the job done. You with bells on. There's going to be probably a 50K, but not like you guys are keeping track of money already, but there's going to be a solid 50K bonus in this for you because of how well it went off.
Man, it's all going into that garage.
This one. So. With that, two thank yous left, but first, the reminders again. I don't do this enough at the end. Wednesday nights, Lost Mine of Fandover, like you've never seen it before. Thursday night, Deviant Futures. They started in hell and then it got worse. Friday night, we alternate between The Unwanted, which is a bunch of irredeemable high-level bastards, and Fun Shots. Saturday, we've got plenty of this game left to go. And then Sundays, we've got 3 episodes left of Dark Side of the Dodecahedron, and then it will be replaced with our Stars Without Numbers game. And then on the next couple of Mondays, just day after tomorrow, we've got a Halloween special with the cast from Bravely Broken. And a week after that, my birthday stream, where I'm doing a mystery set, and I changed it since before we started tonight, set in 1966, the year I was born. So,
okay.
Until then, which isn't that bloody long, really, tomorrow night, tomorrow night, we still got another show to do. So here we go. Yeah. Until then, thank you to all of you guys. Thank you to chat. And thank you also to YouTube. If you watched all the way to here, hit the like button, because I'm going to assume you did. And if you're anything like a regular, you will also know to hit that notification bell, because I did it again today. It's like, oh shit, here's 2 to YouTube. So yeah, you got to keep an eye out for that. Hit that bell. I am the worst poster ever on YouTube. But that's all the thank yous. So great game. I enjoyed the hell out of this. I'm really looking forward to next week, because I'm going off book. We love you too, chat. And until next time, please continue to be nice to each other. Good night.
Good night.